Welcome back to Wittenberg Academy's elementary Latin class. We are doing Minimus is our Latin book, and it's obviously Saturday. Go Big Red. And so that's why we're looking a little more casual today for Latin class. We're on chapter 4 for Minimus, the best days of your life. And today we'll do half the chapter or so. So lesson 4 is on page 21, but we're actually going to turn to page 22. Let's take a look at the new vocabulary. Top of page 22, docet. Docet means teaches, he, she teaches. Lightus. Lightus means happy. So if it were talking about a girl, it would be Lita, happy. Lightus, happy. Iratus. Iratus means angry. Cur means why. Fatigata. Fatigata means bored or tired, fatigued. You can we get the English word. If it were a boy, it would be fatigatus, bored. All right, back to page 21. A writing lesson. Roman children usually began school at about the age of 7. Children of rich families were often taught at home. Corinthus is teaching Flavia and Julius. So, scene 1. Flavia intrat. Julius intrat. So, do you remember what intrat means? It means enters. So, Flavia enters and Julius enters. Flavia et Julius sedent. Flavia et Julius sedent. Flavia and Julius sit down. Corinthus docet. Corinthus docet. Corinthus teaches. Corinthus teaches. Julius scribit. Julius scribit. Flavia non scribit. Flavia non scribit. So Julius writes. Flavia does not write. Corinthus non litus est. Corinthus non litus est. Corinthus iratus est. Corinthus iratus est. Corinthus is not happy, not litus, not happy. Corinthus is angry. Okay. And he says, Flavia cur non scribis. Flavia cur non scribis. Flavia, why do you not write? And she says, fatigata sum. Fatigata sum. I'm bored, or I'm tired. All right, so on page 22, grasp the grammar. Remember, action words are called verbs. Naming words are called nouns. And words that are used to describe nouns are called adjectives. So pick out the verbs in the picture story. Can you remember what they mean? Look closely at the endings to see if the person doing the action is you, he, or they. So back on page 21, in the first picture, Flavia intrat. The noun is Flavia. It's a person, right? Flavia. And the verb is intrat. And you see that ending with at. That tells you that it's he or she. And since we know Flavia is a she, Flavia intrat, Flavia enters. Flavia enters. But then look at the next one in number 2. Flavia et Julius sedent. Flavia et Julius, I should say sedent. Sedent. That ending in ent. Well, that tells you it's plural. They sit down. Flavia and Julia sit down. And then in panel 6, Flavia cur non scribis. Flavia cur non scribis. What's the verb? The verb is scribis. That has that is ending. And so that's you. Flavia, why are you not writing? Why are you not writing? All right. Back on page 22, number 2. Corinthus is angry, iratus. Flavia is bored, fatigata. These words are adjectives, telling us more about the nouns they describe. Remember that in Latin, adjectives need to match their nouns. So Flavia, fatigata. Corinthus, iratus. Here are some pictures of the family with a short sentence describing each one. The adjectives are missing. Choose one to fit each sentence. The adjective you choose must have the right ending as well as making sense. The first one has been done for you. Okay. Flavia doesn't do her writing, so Corinthus is Eratus, Errata, or Calidus. The answer is Eratus, angry. Corinthus can't be Errata because he's masculine, he's a boy, so he gets an us ending instead of an a ending. All right, B. Candidus sees Pandora, so he is Eratus, Lightus, or Lyta. So Candidus sees Pandora. Is he Eratus, angry? No, he doesn't look angry. So is he Lightus or Lyta? Lightus means happy, and since Candidus is a boy, he gets the us ending. So Candidus sees Pandora, so he is Lightus. C. Rufus wants to go to sleep because he is Lyta, Phasus, Eratus. He wants to go to sleep, so Lyta means happy, that can't be it, and it's got the wrong ending. He wants to go to sleep because he's Eratus? No, that means angry. He wants to go to sleep because he is Phasus, tired. D. Everyone enjoys the meals Candidus cooks because he is a Phasus, Optimus, or Errata cook. Well, Candidus is a boy, so it can't be Errata. And Phasus means tired. A tired cook doesn't make sense. It's Optimus. He is an excellent cook. Lepidina is glad she bought Pandora because she is a Fatigatus Optima Errata hairdresser. Well, it can't be Fatigatus because Pandora is a girl, and so she does not get the us ending. Errata means angry, so that's not it. Pandora is Optima, an excellent hairdresser. All right. Finally, let's look on page 20. Well, I should say on page 22, you need to add those 5 words to your notebook or your note cards for vocabulary. And then study your vocabulary from all the lessons we've done up to here. And then on page 23, let's read through this quickly. Corinthus tries to make lessons more interesting for Flavia and Julius by teaching them some Latin poetry. They're studying a long poem by the poet Virgil, which tells of the early history of Rome. First of all, they read aloud lines of the poem. Then Corinthus tells them to copy out some lines. To write, Flavia and Julius scratch on wax-covered tablets using a special stick called a stylus. The stylus is pointed at the writing end but flat at the other end, so they can rub out mistakes. Sometimes they use a pen dipped in ink. The photo above shows Julius's writing. Corinthus is not very pleased with it. If you look carefully, you can see the word SEG, which is short for segnator. This means sloppy work. Flavia is obviously still bored. In the photograph on the left, you can see that she has smudged her work, and she has been doodling. She drew a horse and a cart down there in the bottom. A Roman writer might practice with a stylus and wax tablet first to make a draft. Then he would copy his work neatly with a pen. In Britain, people also wrote on very thin pieces of wood. Here are some Roman writing tablets and dip pens. So those are pictures of actual pieces of wood with Roman writing on them that they've been able to dig up there in Britain. All right, that will do it for today's lesson. Study that vocabulary so you're ready for the next quiz. And next time we'll finish off lesson 4, Lord willing. All right.